Our next question, Jim, sent to CornyDriveThru at gmail.com from Tony Farinella in Oak Lawn, Illinois. First of all, as a huge fan of the NBA Milwaukee Bucks, I think the Young Bucks should be forced to change their name. After all, the Milwaukee Bucks have been around since before the Young Bucks were even born. Can we get Stephen P. New on this? But Jim, the question, what are your memories of doing ring roasts with kayfabe commentaries? I thought it had potential, and you were on fire, but it was mostly hit or miss due to the guests and the crowd lacking a sense of humor. Could this concept work today, or has the wrestling world become too sensitive to lighthearted barbs?
Well, I don't know if it's... and this was a number of years ago, so people weren't as sensitive, but the problem is I did a ring roast with kayfabe commentaries, and I did a roast over in the Carolinas at WrestleCade. I've done 2 or 3 of them roasting me, right? And the drawback that I found is that the boys didn't get the concept of the roast. And at least at one of them, really didn't do anything but say nice shit about me. I don't know whether it was from fear of reprisal or what the fuck, but they didn't get the concept of the roast really. And then also sometimes the guys that are chosen for a roast because of their relationship or longtime friendship or rivalry or whatever case may be with the guest of honor, so to speak, they may not be the most entertaining stand-up comics. Because there's entertaining guys in wrestling, but you might have to sometimes find somebody that has absolutely no connection to the subject whatsoever to get a really good. So, as he mentioned, and I must honestly plead guilty to, I was an entertaining goddamn motherfucker at all those roasts, but I didn't have a lot to come back on because a lot of the guys didn't get the. And you're asking wrestlers to be stand-up comics, and every once in a while, you can find one that does a good job, and otherwise it's a little challenging. As you will be totally unsurprised to know, I prepared fucking assiduously and had some fucking skewers for everybody that I knew was going to be there. And actually, Sunny was supposed to be at the one in North Carolina, and she didn't show up and wasn't even incarcerated or anywhere. She just didn't make it. And I took offense, so I used all the jokes I had for her on the crowd anyway. Just if she was here, I would mention this. But everybody else, I don't think, and I had my notes, but I don't think everybody else prepared quite to that level, and I don't think they all knew what they were getting into. So it's a hit and miss proposition. Just like I said, my opening line was, they told me this was going to be a veritable who's who of wrestling. I found out it's a who's that of wrestling. I wish somebody had hit me in the head so I could see some stars. Yeah, all right. That was an Ed McMahon laugh. Anyway.